We're now going to take your calls on coping with the stress and struggles when children are not at school. What about when teachers are not at school? That must be stressful.
What, for the teachers? No, they're
no,
probably
for their partner.
jumping for joy.
No, for having a husband or wife or partner around that isn't normally around, being a nuisance.
Well, we've got lots of calls for you, Deidre, already. We've got Claire.
Been very busy today.
Yes, well, Claire's kids are on half-time. Hi, Claire. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is that Claire?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Claire. So you've got 4 children, yes?
That's correct,
And
yes.
they're not off this week, they're off next week.
Yes,
Yeah.
but I'm already petrified.
Already worried. OK, tell Deidre what you're worried about.
I have a 5, 7, 9 and 14-year-old. My 9-year-old always seems to cause arguments with my 7-year-old, and I'm just dreading it already at the moment.
And can you just start with all boys, all girls, or a mixture?
I've got boy, girl, boy, girl.
Right. So the two who are really arguing all the time are a boy and a girl?
Yes, and my 7-year-old's quite a good girl, and my 9-year-old boy is quite... challenging.
Yes,
challenging. I love that
It's a good word these days, isn't it? Yeah, I agree. I think one thing is a great recipe with children is get them tired. Try and think of physical things, whether you can all go to the swimming pool or something, because kids who are tired are much less likely to be bickering. And I'd also, even though here we are on telly, but I also try and really keep down the screen time with kids, be it their phones, be it the telly, whatever it is. Try and keep them doing.
That's so hard to do.
It is hard, but you've got to try. I'm just saying keep it down. I'm not saying avoid it altogether. And the other thing I was thinking with yours is how about breaking it up so that you could either sometimes have things where the 2 girls are doing stuff together and the 2 boys, because they're not the ones who fight, or the older girl who's 14, isn't she, is looking after the challenging boy.
She tries, but she wants to be out on her own now with her friends.
Does she? Well, that's understandable. I didn't know whether you wanted her to be doing stuff with the family as well.
Yes, I would like that, because a lot of her friends are just indoors on gadgets and that, so...
Yeah, well, I think then, so do involve her in that. And it's like thinking the dynamic with children. I mean, Ruth and I were saying earlier, some arguing between children is completely normal, and kids who are fairly close in age will tend to wind one another up. But split it up a bit. And also maybe think of like a challenge you could give them all, geared to their age, making whether they write a storybook or something over the holiday, something that they're working towards constructively. It's just keeping them busy all the time. But at least you've got this week, because yours aren't off till next week.
This week to prepare, Claire.
Yeah, to prepare. I've got my grandkids next week, so I'm doing exactly that this week.
And actually, thank you, Claire. Good luck with that.
Leads on to